Dirty Pop with Lance Bass.
Welcome back to Dirty Pop. I'm your host, Lance Bass. Happy Friday, everybody. Got Drew Boo with me.
Hey there, Lance.
Baby Ruth and April James is here. And the last time our guest was on Dirty Pop, she was promoting her movie Behaving Badly, which co-starred Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
Now, starting May 8th, you can see her at the Spirit Studio in Silver Lake as the star and co-creator of McCready, the musical. Now, Minnie McCready, you know the country singer? Love Minnie McCready. Now, I'm happy to welcome back the very talented and lovely Jennifer Blake.
Hey.
Hi, Jennifer.
Thank you for having me. I had so much fun last time.
Oh, we love having you. You're great. Now, let's talk about it. It's McCready, the musical.
Yes.
All right. Obviously, it's based on the life of the country singer Minnie McCready.
That's right.
Now, who inspired you, or what inspired you to tell this story?
Oh, man. I was so missing singing country and doing musicals and wanted to do my own thing for a while. And so my collaborator, John Bernstein, and I were talking over coffee at Little Dom's, literally, like one day. And we ended up staying there for hours because we just kind of, I was like, I've got these ideas kind of going around. And here's some things I've been, keeping tabs on, of projects I would like to create. And he was like, has anybody told you you kind of look like Minnie McCready?
You do.
And I was like, maybe one person in my life, has said that. And then we started, I was like, but that would be a really interesting story to tell. And so literally, like, we were there for about 4 or 5 hours, sitting and talking and looking up stuff. And then he went home, I went home. And that night we all stayed up until like 2, just all excited, like, just excited.
Yeah, when you have something.
Yeah, and
lightning
looking
in a
through
bottle.
her catalog of music.
Were you a big fan of hers? So did you know her stuff?
I knew 10,000 Angels, and kind of guys do it all the time, like kind of. But now I could call myself a huge fan.
Yeah. Well, because she has a tragic story, and it's something I didn't even know about. And I've met many times throughout, just being in this industry.
Tell me stories.
I don't really have any, but it just, I never really... I don't know. I just never really paid attention. I'm like, oh, it's just sweet little Minnie McCready.
Yeah.
I didn't know she had such a tragic backstory and an affair and all this kind of stuff. So,
man.
It's really juicy. So for our listeners who aren't familiar with her, talk a little bit about her life.
Oh, man. Where do I even start? Start back in, like we were saying in the show, start in
Back in
1990, literally at the Hired Hand Karaoke Bar in Fort Myers, Florida. I mean, that's where we started. She was 15 years old, and she was, for all intents purposes, she was a karaoke star, like at a local spot. And that was the night Roger Clemens, all this is true, Roger Clemens threw his jersey at her on the stage. So we lifted all of this.
So the ladies throw bras and sports figures throw their jerseys.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
And then they have an affair for like 10
years.
Yeah, Roger Clemens.
Allegedly.
I had no
Wait,
idea.
allegedly.
And the thing is, and I knew Roger pretty well at that point.
Shut your mouth.
No, yeah. Yeah, so all this is just
Did he
fascinating.
talk about?
No, I mean, why would he? Are you kidding me? But it's funny to, know the family.
Yeah.
And then know that this is all going down. It's just, it's so crazy to me. So crazy to me. Yeah,
And that is just the beginning of her story. But like you start looking about like the addiction and that sort of stuff and the problems that she had.
And we started to find, like, not only just with the catalog of songs lending itself to a story, going, oh my gosh, all these things that happened in her life from 1990, 91, 92, like kind of coincided with the songs she was singing at the time, which I found fascinating. And then all the men, we started to see these men in her life. So we decided, hey, it's just going to be me. I'm going to be the girl in the show with my boys. We're missing one other boy today. But
so how does the show go down? So we go to the show.
Yeah.
Is it like concert format where you're up there singing a lot, or is it there's a storyline?
There's a storyline, but you walk in and at first it kind of feels like you are at, in a concert. And the guys in my band, I was saying the other day to my mom, I have such a crush on all my boys in the band because they're so talented as musicians and as actors, and they kind of step in and out like a traveling minstrel show throughout.
They're like,
and
yes,
all,
keep going. Yes, that's perfect.
Jim Bianco, Michael Urzu, Brady
get a
Harris.
mic up there. Let's see who you guys
Holler.
are. What's your name? Introduce yourself.
My name's Jim.
You got to speak into a mic on radio. Yeah.
My name's Jim Bianco.
Yeah, listen to that low voice. And who's
Oh
this?
my God.
I'm Brady Harris.
Yes.
I'm Michael Ursu. I go by Maku.
There he is.
Maku only.
And who's missing today?
Clinton Pickens.
Clinton.
Now that is a name.
I'm telling you.
You couldn't get Clinton Pickens.
Can't even wait. I know, and he is funny as hell, y'all.
I
and
let you know
love him.
April and I are from Clinton, Mississippi.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
He's from Abilene. I never say it right. Abilene, Texas.
Abilene.
Is it Abilene?
I think I've always said Abilene.
Abilene,
but I'm sure it's
Texas
wrong
is
because I
where
say
he's
everything
from.
wrong. Yeah.
So, but yeah, he could not be here today.
So
but
it
he's
starts
playing
you
Roger
kind of in a
Clemens.
concert.
Yeah, a concert, and we open up with a song we're actually going to do today. Guys Do It All the Time, which is one of her #1 hits.
Should we do that right now?
Sure.
I think that just fits
Let's do
perfectly
it,
into this
y'all.
conversation
Let's
right
do
now.
it.
So let's hear it, Jennifer Blake.
Okay, we got this, y'all. Got in this morning at 4 a.m. You're as mad as you could be. Well, I was drinking and talking, and you know how that goes. Time just slipped away from me. By the time I knew what time it was too late to go home. Start carrying on, acting like a child. I wasn't doing anything wrong. Guys do it all the time. Expect us to understand. When the shoe's on the other foot, you know it's gonna hit the fan. Get over it. Honey, life's a two-way street, or you won't be a man of mine. So I had some beers with the girls last night. Guys do it all the time. I know I left my clothes all over the place, and I took your $20. No, I didn't get the front yard cut, 'cause I had to wash my truck. Will you bring me a cold one, baby? Turn on the TV. We'll talk about this later. There's a ball game I want to see. Guys do it all the time. Expect us to understand. When the shoe's on the other foot, you know it's gonna hit the fan. Get over it. Life's a two-way street, or you won't be a man of mine. So I had some beers with the girls last night. Guys do it all the time. You look like you just took a long look in the mirror. So tell me, baby, if things don't look a whole lot clearer. Get over it, honey, life's a two-way street, or you won't be a man of mine. So I had some beers with the girls last night. Guys do it all the time. Yeah, guys do it all the time.
So awesome! Now that is fun. Little jamming going
Aren't they
on.
freaking awesome?
So
yeah,
much
these
fun.
guys. Look at this band of
I
brothers.
know, we've totally done like a different version of, you know, any of these songs too, so that's been super fun.
And you want to hear that when you go, see a show like this.
Yeah.
You want to hear your own take
Yeah.
on this.
I
mean,
love
it's so
that
great.
harmonica coming out. That's great, man.
Now, to do a show like this, did you have to get Mindy's permission at all, or is it just kind of
From
public
her
domain?
family.
Yeah.
Well, that is I don't know what to say about that.
And you're like, oh, we're just going to do it until we have to excuse us.
Yeah. We are right now. We have been talking to some of the people to get licensing on.
You know what they
some of the
always say?
songs.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and some of the story was in the press and in the news, so you do have some creative
Well, that's
license
public.
there. and-
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. I just never knew how all that worked. All right.
And how long is the show going to run for?
6 weeks. Fridays at 9:00.
And then where at?
In Silver Lake at Spirit Room Studios.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how fun. And that starts this Friday?
Yeah, a
tonight?
week from today.
Oh, it's a week from today. I'm
A
like,
week
tonight?
from today.
All right.
Yeah, y'all.
What
Did
is the
Did I
website?
tell you tonight we're opening? No, I'm just,
Yeah, it's
Oh, it's-
Y'all can figure it, right?
McCreadythemusical.com.
yeah, McCready.
Yeah.
Maku. And plugging him, he's got a band called Dirty Shakes.
Dirty Shakes?
So
We're
Dirty
called
Pop.
the Dirty Shakes. We're a three-piece rock and roll band.
Well, that's perfect for Dirty Pop.
I know that's
right.
what I was
Jeez.
saying. Dirty Pop, Dirty
And the
Shakes.
Brady Harris Band playing House of Blues tonight.
Oh,
Yes.
God,
All right, let's get our
really
plugs
are
in, boys.
musicians.
Absolutely.
Okay, so how's Alabama? You been back to Alabama anytime
I
recently?
have not in a minute. You know, my parents moved to Florida, So they're there now. So I haven't been back in about a year to Alabama.
Jennifer, did you ever go through the show choir thing?
Yes, I was
okay.
all like,
When we were
I was
having that
perking up
discussion,
when she said
yeah.
that. You know, I was not in the competitive. They went to state
Yeah.
in Montgomery. Jeff Davis did, and I was at the Performing Arts High School,
Right.
so I was in a different
Yeah.
situation. there.
We were just at public schools.
Yeah.
you know.
No, I was at public school. It was public, but
Oh, yeah?
I feel like we lucked out that year that we had really good teachers, and it was, you know, it was like a musical theater theater major in high school. But at Jeff Davis at the public school, my sister was part of that big, and they were huge in the state. Like,
Yeah.
it's
It's a fun world. It really, really is. All right, so after you have the McCready the musical, and you know,
Yeah.
after 6 weeks, what's next for Jennifer Blake?
Oh, what's next for me? You know, I've been putting so much of my time and heart. Like, this is my baby. I'm
Yeah,
getting
I
ready to
bet.
push out
Well,
next
and it's,
Friday.
you know,
So we're
as-
looking at taking it other places. So I've been focused on talking to different theaters.
Well, and
around-
as an artist that is, you know, multifaceted there, I mean, you act, you sing,
Yeah.
you know, and you're really focused on the music and this theater right here.
Yeah.
Would your brain switch over to maybe television or film next?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still going out on auditions for TV and film right now. It's just that actively every single day and night I've like been,
Yeah.
because I'm co-producing and
Well, if you
I'm
want it
starring
right.
in it, and yeah.
Had you ever written anything like this before?
No, I had
McCready the musical?
not. No.
So did you find it that the story was so compelling that it just flowed out of you, or was
Actually,
it a lot of
to
work?
be clear,
or what?
John Bernstein is the head writer and he's the director.
Okay.
So he's been amazing to collaborate with because
Yeah.
I can throw him ideas and he very much like will talk through it.
Yeah.
He's probably like the best collaboration I've had as far as just when I've created stuff from original, you know, material.
It's a story that just is ripe for the picking,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's so smart that you guys decided to do it. And
Thank
I'm a huge
you.
Minnie McCready fan too. I
You
love country music.
are?
Well, I grew up in North Dakota, and my mom loved her. So,
Oh my gosh.
so I think it's great. But let's do some more music.
I would love some more music. What else do you want to play for us?
We are gonna do All I Want Is Everything.
All right, I love it. Jennifer Blake and her boys here. Let's do it.
I love it.
That's good enough.
All I want is everything on a silver platter and a champagne glass. All I want is everything. There shouldn't be too much to ask. All I want is everything. All I want is everything. All I want is a Cadillac.
What kind?
The kind that Elvis drove down Bill.
Alright.
He'll be riding in the back. You and me, baby, behind the wheel. All I want is everything. All I want is everything. It's a big old world. It's a big old world. Big enough, baby, for a pretty girl.
Yeah.
All I want is all your loving, to hear the earth move when we kiss. I don't need me a fancy diamond.
Oh, but baby, you'll take it if I insist.
Hell yeah. All I want is everything. All I want is everything. It's a big old world. It's a big old world. Big enough, baby, for a pretty girl.
Yeah, Jennifer Blake. Now this is fun. Can we do
know,
this
it's so
every
much fun.
Friday?
Yes.
Concert.
Oh, this is
Friday
Super
concert.
down. I
Can
know.
y'all just be our house band now? That's what we're missing.
You guys sound great.
Thank you.
I mean, the harmonies, everything's so tight, just awesome. I cannot wait to check out this show.
I know. When are we going? Okay, so the next
It's a
6
week
weeks
from this Friday.
Yeah, next 6
Yeah.
So we have to
Friday
go.
nights at 9 o'clock. Y'all definitely have to
Oh,
go.
we're going. We are definitely
This is
going.
love
right up our
it.
alley.
Indeed.
It's a really cool space too. It's really intimate, you know, and there's a bar. Like it lends itself
Yeah,
the
the
show.
Spirit Studio in
It's right
Silver
behind
Lake,
Barbarella.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Silver Lake, for those of you who are not familiar with Los
Silver
Angeles,
Lake.
is the cool area of Los Angeles.
That's where all the hipsters are these days.
Yes.
You know.
If you
I
have
live up the streets.
if you have a beard and you
so,
like to
know,
drink
it's
Pabst
cool.
Blue Ribbon, and
It's our Lower East Side.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
it
sort of
sure
like
is.
New York's Lower East Side.
Yeah. And it is our East Side, actually.
Yeah, but it's not lower.
No, it's not Lower. It's our Upper East Side. Which is really different.
Which
here.
is a whole different ballgame.
Exactly. All right, guys, make sure you see Jennifer Blake as the star of McCready the Musical, playing Friday nights, 9 p.m. at the Spirit Studio in Silver Lake. For tickets and info on the show, visit McCreadythemusical.com. Jennifer, what is your Twitter? Because I don't have your Twitter.
Jennifer Blake.
I just, well, that's
It's
easy.
like super. Yeah, I got in there. I guess
All right,
pretty early.
sweet. Okay, I hear you're going to do another song.
Oh, we are.
Oh my God.
What are you gonna be
do?
singing now? I mean, this is just too good. We can't let y'all go without doing another song.
No, huh?
Talk about? Can we do talk about?
Sure.
That's
Okay.
That's a hoot and holler one.
We're gonna do a cover. Set it up for y'all on this show.
All of these are covers.
Bianco Hush. Bianco.
I like that one.
I think y'all will recognize this one. People are talking about people. I hear them whisper. You won't believe it. They think we're lovers, kept undercover. I just ignore it, but they keep saying we laugh just a little too loud, staying just a little too close. We stand just a little too low. Maybe they're seeing something we don't, darling. Let's give them something to talk about.
Something to talk about.
Let's give them something to talk about.
Something to talk about.
Let's give them something to talk about. How about love? I felt so nervous. I never noticed. You get so nervous. Could you be falling for me? Felt a rumor to make me wonder. Now I'm convinced that I'm going under. Thinking about you every day. Dreaming about you every night. I hope that you feel the same way. Now that we know it, let's really show it, darling. Let's give them something to talk about.
Something to talk about.
A little mystery to figure out.
Something to talk about.
Let's give them something to talk about. How about love?
Jennifer Blake live on Dirty Pop for the Bassel in the Sky. Oh, this is so good.
McCready the Musical.
Well, let's just do this the rest of the show.
If you're in Los Angeles for the next 6 weeks on a Friday night, go to the Spirit
it,
Studio
y'all.
in Silver Lake and
You
check
can
out.
make a night of it too, because
Hell
there's
yeah.
all those places you can walk to for dinner.
Oh, we're doing a whole Silver Lake night.
You said there's
Yeah.
a bar in the theater?
Yeah.
Full of Pabst and.
Oh yeah. It's a hipster bar. I know.
Weird.
I know.
It's a cash only bar, and I suggest people to liquor up a little bit and
believe
enjoy
it.
the show because
Yeah.
it lends itself.
Oh, I think we can do that.
Done.
Did y'all see last night Hootie and the Blowfish reunited on the Late Show with David Letterman?
I didn't know that this was going to happen, but a whole bunch of special things are happening now that David Letterman is counting down his
So
final
he's
days.
bringing back, his
His
favorites.
favorites.
And so I don't know if
Yeah.
Hootie and the Blowfish is going to do more like an album or something like that, but
Yeah.
or just
But I know
this is
like
a
Darius Rucker has been doing like
Oh,
country
he's been
stuff like
killing
crazy.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
killing it.
he's doing very well in the country world, but he hasn't been with Hootie for I don't even know how
The
long.
90s.
So. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
the theme today.
Yeah. The 90s.
90s. Yeah, so they were on last night with David Letterman, the band which made their TV debut back in '94 on the same show, paid tribute to the very excited David Letterman. So let's take a listen to a quick soundbite of their set.
We'll take the world together. We'll grab 'em by the hand. 'Cause I got a hand for you.
Totally makes me think of high school.
I wanna run with
Like I feel funny right now.
you today. I saw you standing there. Your head was down, your eyes were red. Don't call my doctor, your hair. I said, get up
sounds exactly the same.
Exactly.
Right?
I was just
Like,
gonna
it's-
say that sounds
it's
like it
playing the record.
hasn't
there.
aged a day.
So Letterman's final episode will air May 20th.
That's coming up
Will we
fast.
be watching?
Yeah.
I have to say I'm not.
Yeah. Well, that's because you haven't been a fan in a long
I haven't
time.
in a long time.
And you will be in Mississippi.
I still have television.
I was like, what are you thinking?
I'm saying you'll be on
dog of it.
vacation. You're not going to make TV a priority.
Wow, you regionalists, us
yeah,
Southerners.
right.
Still
You'll be in
have
Mississippi where I don't
technology.
know if cable has reached
we do
them yet.
have TV down
No,
there.
I
got
know,
TV
but I'm
down
just
my
saying you'll be on
grave.
vacation. You sure as hell are not going to make TV a priority.
Yeah, I haven't seen Letterman in years, but good for him. It's great.
It's
Yeah.
the 20th. This is last day.
May 20th. It says.
That's a Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay, you're making very odd points.
mean-
No, I'm just
today.
saying, like,
We
why is he not ending it on a Friday?
Maybe Wednesday has more ratings. I mean, who watches the show on Friday?
That's true.
I do remember watching the last Johnny Carson.
What was
Yeah.
that, April? What do you want?
Google stalking you last
Yeah,
night.
Google stalking.
And,
Oh God,
your production company, what's it called?
Bless Her Heart
Bless Her
Productions.
Heart
Oh, bless her
Productions.
heart.
Oh
That
my
is
God.
perfect.
The most southern thing I've ever heard, and I'm in
Yeah.
love with it.
Why
Thank
did you think of
you.
that just now?
because she was like, she's
Saying
obsessed
about
with
me.
me. She
You
said she
said
was
about your-
Google stalking
oh,
me.
Bless his heart.
Bless his heart.
Oh yeah.
Bless his heart. Yeah, Letterman lost me a long time ago. I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea.
Fair
Not
enough.
my cup of tea. I used to love it though. When I was a kid, loved watching Letterman.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could stay up late.
When I was real little, I remember watching Johnny Carson, like the very last one with
Absolutely.
Bette Midler.
No,
I
me
totally
too.
remember watching that with my grandma
did
at a
love
sleepover
Carson.
at my grandma's house.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
I
would
got to
watch
stay up
Carson,
late.
and I loved watching. What's the variety show that was so big in the early '80s?
The Mandrell
no,
sisters.
Carol Burnett, which I did love the Mandrell
Oh.
sister, but Carol Burnett.
The,
Carol
Ma-
Burnett, of
the
course.
Barbara Mandrell show and the Mandrell
Do you
sisters.
remember that terrifying Muppet monster thing that would come out like the shape of an egg
yeah.
and like eat you if you're?
Yeah.
That gave me nightmares.
On the Muppet Show?
No,
On the
no, on the
Mandrell
Mandrell show.
Really? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, good, thank God.
And I
hardly
remember-
ever. No, besides my sister, people that remember that and it given them nightmares.
And do you remember the Mandrell sisters when they sang the chicken theme song to some like chicken thing
on their
Like-
show?
No, they were like did the commercials for some chicken thing.
You want to sing it for us now?
No, I don't even know it, but
Do
it
a
was
little
a
bit
long
for us,
time ago.
man.
But I remember the Mandrell sisters. They were, like Foster's Farm, but it wasn't Foster's
Oh,
Farm. It
okay,
was one of
something
those,
big, huh?
yeah, like chicken thing.
Chicken.
We like chicken.
We like
We'll
chicken.
go buy you some chicken.
We're the Mandrell sisters, and we like to eat chicken.
Jennifer Blake, do you go to the movies? Are you one of those
Yes,
that
I
loves
sure
going to things?
do,
Okay,
yeah.
do you like the Marvel stuff? Do you like Avengers coming out?
I am aware that it's coming.
Yeah,
out.
Well,
you're not-
You would have to be dead.
That's
if
about
you
it.
didn't- if you
That's
were.
about it. I've never been like the
Are
big
you a
into
romantic comedy person?
I'm all over the place,
Yeah.
but I just never
Just
really
not
do the like
Avengers.
Marvel comic stuff.
Okay.
I'm not anti. I'm
She
just,
likes like criers, like Steel Magnolias.
Oh yeah.
Shelby,
sure.
drink your juice.
Oh well, I will watch the Shelby Drink Your Juice
Shelby
for sure.
Drink Your
I
Juice.
love
No, you
funny
will.
stuff. I love dark stuff. I love all over the place.
Yeah. Well, as expected, it looks like the new Avengers movie will be another hit, of course. The last installment of the Avengers franchise made a whopping $27.6 million last night. Just in one little night. 27.6.
I hope they're
No.
going to be okay.
I think they'll be fine. The film titled Avengers Age of Ultron has already made $250 million worldwide, already surpassing previous numbers. I think they had the record for May, like early May last time, right?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Yeah. So these numbers are a huge leap from the original Avengers, which took in 18.7 million during its Thursday opening night in 2012. Audience demos show the ratio between men to women viewing the film as a split, 60-40. That's surprising.
Well,
so 60-40.
What do you mean it's surprising?
I just thought it'd be like
70-30?
75% male.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
there
lots
are
of
some
guys
hot
in it.
boys in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I will see this movie. I like this movie. I mean, I think I'll like this movie. Drew Boo, you haven't seen this yet, have you?
I have not. Well, no, it comes out today.
Well, I don't know. Your
And
brother-in-law?
actually, it's funny because I was trying to make a plan, with our friends to go and see it.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Oh, sorry, busy." And I was like, "Wait, what's going on?" And then I was like, "Oh yeah, we're celebrating your birthday."
Oh, yeah.
I
that's right,
almost
we
tried
are.
to plan a movie in place of your birthday.
That's okay. You're allowed. This birthday is kind of boring.
When's your birthday?
Monday.
Happy birthday.
Monday. Oh, thank you. But it's 36 on a Monday. What do you do? I mean, there's absolutely just nothing.
Go see Avengers.
Oh, we can go see Avengers. Did you see? You were
You
saying.
buy tickets to McCready.
Yes,
musical, that's what
indeed.
you do.
That's
There
what I'm gonna
you
do for my
go.
birthday next Friday. I'm gonna see McCready the musical.
We got to go.
So our friend Nick sent me this on YouTube today. You were saying, making plans, and does this sound like you making plans today? Because this sounds like my life right here.
Let's
Okay,
hear it.
take a
Let's hear
listen
it.
to
Let's
this.
hear
This is so funny. Okay.
We'll see you soon.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
Oh, that was the end. Sorry, let me start it over and replay.
Oh my God.
Hi.
Hey. How are you?
Seen you in forever.
It's so good to see you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we actually need to get together.
Yeah, we never hang out. We always say we're gonna hang out, and we never hang out.
I'm holding you to it. Are you free next week?
Next week I'm like booked all 7 days, and then the next few weeks after that are kind of intense. What about, you know what, this time next month I really free up.
You know what, the next 6 months is really, really tough for me, but I think like next year I'm gonna be so free that I can totally hang out.
Next year, about this time next year, I think I'm getting another job. You know what'd be fun is I know that when I'm like 40 or probably even 48, my kids are gonna be going like to college, so I'll be alone in the house a lot. If you wanted to, I feel
Sounds
like that.
good. The only thing is I think around like 40, 48, I might be getting a divorce or like going through something traumatic. So I don't want to I want to block out that time for like me to spiral just a little bit. But definitely at like 80, I think I might die. So you're more than welcome to come to the funeral if you want.
Yeah, I think that could be fun.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Great.
Okay, cool.
It's so good. I'll see you soon.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
Is that not how everyone
So
makes plans?
accurate. So accurate.
Oh, we haven't seen each other for. Wait, we need to get together. We've been trying forever. What about next? Well, all 7 days are really booked next
Well,
week.
and the crazy thing is like, think about who you hang out with. You hang out with like 4 or 5 people regularly. That's
Yeah.
about it, maybe, right? Like
Yeah.
usually it's like 2 or 3. That
And
you
mostly
just,
people who live in your neighborhood. Let's
in
be
your
honest.
neighborhood. They're on your speed dial. You guys,
Yeah.
you talk all the time. That's who you make plans with. When you run into people who are like, we have to get together, immediately I go through this anxiety where I'm like, okay, really, we're gonna do this? Like, we're gonna like make plans, and then what? And then we get together for dinner, and we're just like chatting with each other just to say that we did it.
Yeah.
Do you really want to? I mean, if we wanted to hang out with each other, we would be.
yeah, I know.
Is that dickish?
No,
No,
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's human.
dickish. Yeah.
I mean, it's a little dickish, but the intention is great. I mean, we all, we want to.
Why can't we just be honest and be like, hey, it's nice to see you. I'll see you around.
Nah,
I
don't
feel like
know.
that's socially unacceptable or something.
No, you can't.
Bye. Hey, bye.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
gotta
give the little
walk
white
that
lie.
way.
It's that weird social padding that we
I
all
know,
have to
but
have.
I love that. Around 80, I think I'm gonna die. So
come to my funeral.
More than welcome to come to the funeral. Yeah, that sounds great. Sounds fun.
I like the part where she has to negotiate time for spiraling.
Yes, 40, I'm probably gonna go through a divorce, so I need a little time for the spiral. So great, so great.
It's true. It's really true.
It's funny because it's true.
It's funny because it's true.
Not going to start the Freddie Gray story until the next
No,
hour
can't.
because we got to get into that.
But I do want to bring this up.
What?
It's this mom who was chided by her school for packing Oreos in her kids'
I read
lunch.
this. How crazy is this?
Everything's gotten out of hand.
Yeah.
Okay. A Colorado woman received a note from her 4-year-old daughter's school for packing Oreos in her lunch. The note said, "Dear parents, it's very important that all students have a nutritious lunch. This is a public school setting, and all children are required to have fruit, a vegetable, and a heavy snack from home." And a heavy snack from home, I'm not exactly sure. Along with milk. And by the way, I'm not a big supporter of milk, so back
I
off
agree.
school.
You don't
But
need milk unless you're a baby or an old person.
Thank you. If they have potatoes, the child will also need bread to go along with it. Lunchables, chips, fruit snacks, and peanut butter are not considered to be a healthy snack. This is a very important part of our program, and we need everyone's participation. Now, the mom's name is Lisa Pearson. She's a mother of the 4-year-old girl, and she responded with this statement. "Well, we noticed last minute that we ran out of fruit, or we would have put that in there instead, so we threw in some Oreos. We're not parents that send junk food every day. She has a full, healthy lunch, and this was Friday. Why not give her a special treat?"
Mm-hmm. Now, I read this whole story, and yeah, I mean, I appreciate that the schools are definitely looking after the kids because there's probably some really bad parents out there that are just giving Oreos for every lunch. So I understand them looking, and wonderful. But it seems like, and this is, I don't know what the story is behind this parent, but it just seems like this is the first time this has ever happened, and this is an easy phone call being like, "Hey, is everything okay? Just, we just wanted to talk about this, Oreo thing." Not send an official letter.
I mean,
scolding
by the way,
the parent.
I call this letter a lecture letter.
It's a lecture letter. And over one time, if this happened 4 times, yeah, I get it.
Does anybody have kids here? You got kids.
What you got?
Have you ever been chided by your school before?
She's like 0 years old.
Oh, 0.
Oh, so
okay.
not
She's
even
a
zero.
baby,
Oh,
so
yeah.
yeah.
0 years
Just
old.
wait. Don't send Oreos to school. Just
Andy,
future.
Ruther, I know you don't have any kids that you know of, but
Oh.
And if I do, don't ever contact me. Seriously, I'm not paying for it. This
Father
story,
of the year.
This story really bothered
Charmer.
me, though. It really bothered me when I wrote this up because I totally agree that what Lance was saying, like we need to get it under control, and I think it's cool that Michelle Obama's doing the whole initiative. But
because
it's,
there's so many fat kids out there.
there
though,
are.
Let's be honest.
There are. Especially in
of
Iowa.
lazy parents.
Especially in Iowa, if you're listening. Anyway.
What is that
I don't know.
about?
I just
Keep
felt like
going.
throwing-
Keep
Anyway, my point is, you can't. This isn't Russia. Like this is like communist. You can't tell a parent what they're gonna feed their kid. How about this? How about we worry a little more about the kids' test scores getting better?
Hey, there we go. Look
Knew
at him
that one was
go.
coming.
Look at him go.
That's true. This was a little over the top, and I hate when school boards do this. I mean, they can just be so stupid. Just like I read another recent article where a family took their kid on a trip to Boston. They were going to Boston for a week.
Oh,
so
yes,
they
I
took them
saw
out of
this.
school,
Yeah.
and the school would not excuse their absences as whatever it is.
They wouldn't excuse it.
would
They
not
said that
excuse it.
this would count against days
Exactly,
missed.
because and the father wrote the best letter to the school, to the principal, about what they learned on this trip. And I mean, it was amazing. He's like, so the week that they're just taking tests, which they're not learning anything, just taking tests, I took my kids and we did this, went to all these amazing places that were in
Historical
history.
landmarks
And
yeah.
to the kicker, he was going to the funeral, to their grandfather's funeral.
Okay, that's how I was waiting.
Yeah.
I was like, somebody probably died.
Yeah,
if
so
they
not
went
only
during the
was
school
it,
year.
and then talking about what they learned, watching their father go through grief and all this. I mean, just really let them have it. It was an amazing letter,
Good,
amazing
because
letter.
sometimes I
and
think
they
we
still,
overstep.
they still says that these misses are unexcused, so they could actually be suspended from school if they missed too many. All right, Jennifer Blake, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Lance.
We
Thank
can't
you.
wait to see McCready the musical. Go to McCreadythemusical.com for tickets. It's every Friday, starting next Friday for 6 weeks. We're very excited. Guys, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, the band
and we
sounds
can't wait
great.
to see y'all.